7 o'clock on the dot, and we're about to kick out. We're about to kick off, not kick out, the finals of competition in the 54 to 60 category, the pre-retirement category, between two of the stronger teams here in the Brix and the SAS. SAS would have won the league competition, followed closely by the Brix. These two teams finished 1-2 in the league, and then they went through the playoff rounds to eventually meet in the finals. The two strongest teams in this division, the 54 to 60 division, sponsored by two very well-known and highly regarded firms, of course, the Brix Hotel in Cascade and SAS Security. The teams coming together as a sign of camaraderie, or for the referee to ask the players to be kind to one another. The two is happening. These teams have built up a position to be friendly, fierce rivals, fierce, friendly, friendly, fierce. So we're not sure if this is a moment of camaraderie or a moment of warning. The referee, I hope she is well prepared for this fixture. Both of these teams won this. Brix feel that they deserve the league. They have the leading scorer in this division, who just played in the lower division, Jeffrey Dalton Brown, who scored a whopping 12 goals in this division. I believe it is his first year moving up to the 54 to 60 division, and he has tallied 12 goals for Brix and led his category. He is closely followed by Ian Brooks, and, well, not closely followed, closely if Jeffrey Dalton Brown was in Port of Spain. Ian Brooks and Sean Ramdu, who followed 4 goals, would be in Cedras. And all the other tournament scorers in this division would be somewhere in the Bocas or Venezuela. But familiar names nonetheless, like Alan Julian, Anderson Abraham, Brian Phillips, Clinton Corbin, Gary Griffith himself, who is a sponsor, and the captain of this SAS team, Peter Mansour, and Brent Barry, who is featuring on the break. So this game about to kick off. We expect this to be a very fiercely contested game. I see the likes of Troy Correa. I see Gary Griffith Jr. I see Jeffrey Dalton Brown, leading goal scorer, flipped his jersey very quickly from the game before. I hope he can move out there on the field as fast as he flipped his jersey to represent another division. Some minor details being looked after before the kickoff. And the ball is going to start with SAS. And the referee has blown for the start of the game. Jeffrey Lake touching it off. Former prolific striker for Queen's Park back in the day, when many of the people watching today would not have been born. But Dial White playing it into his midfielder, who was not quite warm. These players take a little longer to warm up, but when they ease into it, you will see they have the patience, intelligence, and discipline to really give us a good show here. George Busby showing his skills on the line. He is not going to be stopped until he has been stopped, but he's still in the play. Busby behind it. Busby with a nice pass out, a nice one too. Busby's going to score. No, Busby is not going to score. Busby recently appointed as a judge, former Queen's Park football team captain, showing his skills out here. He plays once, maybe twice a year, but when he does, he has an impact. So the ball is still with Brix. Brix trying to establish control over the game very early. They're taking their time, or maybe they're not, and maybe this is just the pace. But they're maintaining possession, which is important. Richard Smith goes out wide. Richard Smith, another deadly player. In any division he has represented in the past, this time the pre-retiree division. we could expect to see some magic from him tonight. But now the ball is with SAS while they try to secure things in the first half. That was a joke. They gave it away. Let's hope the security is not similar to their football. Lake intercepts it. Lake giving his counterpart. Still with Brix. Brix looks to build opportunity over the top, but it is cleared out. White gets it out, and it will start again with Brix. So Brix establishing control early. SAS taking their time, looking at the team. Sean Ramdu, they have left Sean Ramdu up front, former Queen's Park Cricket Club football team standout at Fatima College as well. Second highest goal scorer, very deadly in front of the goal and still very nippy. Daryl White possesses, plays inside, composed, but his teammate wasn't really ready for that level of composure, and it will be another throw-in for Brix. Brix looking for the options. They don't feel like they have to rush it. But then again, they could be going at full pace outside here. Sean Ramdu chasing. And the defender is going to just touch it to the side for Brix, and it is going to be a throw. Sean Ramdu behind it. His players coming up. And that looks like Vera. Solid midfielder in the past for QRC. It's back to, I believe. Very good player. Ramdu behind it, he could not see it. And Smith is on the ball. Smith looking for his options. Tries to find Brown, but it's intercepted. And this could be a problem. Lake goes wide. Lake stops. Lake considers beating his man, but he goes back to Daryl White. Daryl White always composed on the ball. And he plays a nice ball in, but the keeper is behind it. And now back in possession. And this time, first time we've seen the Brix a tiny bit flustered. SAS really surprising them after maintaining early composure. But now they have taken control of the game. And SAS looking for the options, going through the middle, and they're looking for Guy Griffith Jr., who's not able to get there. And Barry behind the ball, and he goes inside to his striker. Can't see who that is from here, but it will be Brix ball, Barry behind it. It's like Phillips. And it goes outside to Busby. Busby to Smith. Smith back inside to Barry. Barry deadly from this range. And White gets it back. Vera on the ball. Vera very composed, calms things down, and it goes over the top. And Lake, very good with a man on his back, goes out wide. That looks like Karaya. Nobody leaves it for Ramdu. Ramdu comes back to, tries to get Lake, but Lake wasn't there. And now there's going to be an attack. It's going to come down the line. Barry behind it, and Barry shoots, and is going to go to the boundary for 4 runs. So Brix with the first runs on the board, yet no shots on goal. But the first bit of pace we have seen, Brent Barry, we know, has a little kick still in his engine. First gear in his transmission still works well. So that is something that SAS will have to keep an eye out. They still have not retrieved the ball, but I'm sure these players are happy for this break. We see still to come on some players, but Daryl White tries to go over the top, goes to the face of Richard Smith, does not blink back to the keeper, and again they're very composed in the back. Is that kept in play? Yes it is. No it's not. So it's going to be Brix throw, Smith behind it, Smith moving the crowd, he's planning a long throw, all the way in, looks like he's going to look for Brown, Dalton Brown of course, the keeper behind it. It is headed out. Vera mistouches. It's back with Barry, who Ramdu sneaked up on him. Barry is not one usually to be caught off guard. And the referee is wagging the finger at got some of the football going on, but Smith over the top. And White heads it out nice. It's going to go to Vera. Vera looking at his options, cuts back, trying to take one two, and he's going to go up the line. Is he going to find? No, he finds spectators on the sideline. So the Brix now throws it in. Barry heading back, and it is going to go for another throw. That looks like Scarrett out there. Thrown in by Karaya, and the referee is stopped play. Not sure why. Could be a foul throw. Seems a bit much to be calling foul throw in this type of tournament, but nonetheless, Brix has the ball. It goes into Barry. Barry chops past, cuts. It's in down the line. Abraham is back to Barry. Barry taking his time to look for option, and again, this is Barry's second drive for 4 runs. Barry now on 8 runs, and while not having registered a shot on goal, he now leads his team in 2 boundaries. So Barry giving his team a break again, and the ball is back. SAS really taking their time. So we're about ready to see the second half of this encounter. One goal made decided. They have been 2 shots on goal each team and 2 boundaries by Brix through Brent Barry. Dalton Brown, who likes to shoot, having scored 12 goals in the tournament, has not put a shot on goal for the night, so he will be very eager to try something. Barry looking from outside. He's been known to hit from outside, and he also has a good shot. Very in. Very looking for his options. He go past the next man. He has his man inside, but Brix coming back very still with it. It looks like his entire team is still in the half. They did not get the memo that the second half started. Ramdu taking his time, showing his foot skills, very approaching. Nice pass by Ramdu. It looks like it will go out for a goal throw. So as Brix bringing it back out. Short balls composed. Smith behind it. Smith taking his time. Comes inside. And now we get the real rhythm section starting back. And that's Max Barry who approaches the goal. Brown making a run. Barry not sure whether to put a Brown, so it's going to go off the leg of SAS. That looks like Colin Boyd back from managing the tired from that blister speed. Players at this stage may have 1 blister speed every 20 minutes. SAS building it. Nice pass outside. Smith very good at running down that line. Nice ball in, is going to deflect. And it is going to be a throw-in for the Brix. Rhythm section really picking up the pace of this game, or giving the impression there of Colin Boyd. Nice touchdown, and Lake comes across. It is left for White. White looking for his options. White comes back to Lake. Lake misreading it, and some good skill and a shot going wide by Stirrat, who's been very nimble in the middle of the park attacking. And out to the back, holding his head and apologizing. Defender for SAS, not sure who that is. Nonetheless, Barry's behind him. Barry looking at his options, comes in, and it is protected, and plays a dog. Referee says get back up, looking for his options. Comes across to Busby. Busby touches it to Barry, and Barry wants to unleash his skills against Ramdu. But Busby with a nice through pass, and Barry ushers it out for a goal through. So a few strategic changes as we see Lake coming a little deeper to control the pace. White inside, but Brown intercept. Brown is dangerous from this distance and off the keeper's chest. Not sure he knew anything about that. It's a deflection. Nonetheless, SAS secure the goal and live to fight another day. Comes back out. Barry Colin said he's not going to get it, but Smith on the line. Ready to launch. Smith tries a quick spanner. Spanner needs oil, and Ramdu takes the man on his back. A hand on his back is going to come out. They bring it all the way back to Board. Board knows how to win tournaments, as we have seen with his successful management of Trinidad and Tobago and recently LCPL, but right now he has been reduced to taking a throw. Comes back out to Board. Board takes his man, goes across the keeper. Keeper goes up the middle to Vera. Who he's safe with. Vera touches it back, and they have given up the ball. So that looks like wrong. Coming across the back, Barry behind his body behind it. Barry getting closer, Brix getting closer, brick by brick. They are building attacks. Barry, quick throw in. Barry sets up the ankle, he goes in. The striker Stirrat trying a bit of trickery, but fools perhaps himself. Dalton Brown with a good interception. Taking revenge for what happened earlier. Letting Barry know who's boss. Comes out to Barry, who has acres of space. Barry tries to put it inside. White tries to intercept. And Dalton Brown with a shot into the side netting. Brown would have regretted taking that shot from that angle. Usually likes to cut in. Nonetheless, throw in to Ramdu. Ramdu, nice touch. Man on his back. Ramdu controls it well. Out to Vera. Vera touches it outside. They look for Ramdu. Ramdu behind it. Ramdu cuts back. Vera with a shot. And it's in the goal. It looks like it's in the goal. Is it in the goal? We can't tell. It looks definitely. No, it's not in the goal. Is it in the goal? That is a big mystery. From here, it looked like it was in the goal, but evidently that from up here. But these players, very included, has no more energy to even celebrate. So it was very tough for us to really tell it was a goal. Great goal by Coach Vera. And he has to come off immediately. The oxygen tank blinking on red. And Vera comes off. Correa replaces him. But his job has been done. Brix are going to have to dig deep into the foundation. Ramdu, hand on the shoulder. Barry ramping it up. Let's see what they can produce. Busby conducting it from deep. They're looking for openings. Correa comes back with renewed energy, given a break earlier. It's into Brown, who has Griffith on his back as usual, and Anderson well. Close man marking. Goes back on. White cuts in nicely. White showing some confidence or taking some risk, not sure which one, but he does well. Sean Ramdu, desperate slide tackling for the audience is not permitted, even if it's clean. Sean Ramdu, not sure he is able to get back up, but he does it. And that looks like Busby behind the ball. Brix needs to get a goal and he plays it outside. And let's see what they can make of this. Nice 1-2 by Brown. The ball is back at Brown's feet. And Brown shot saved. Dalton Brown shot saved. Good attack, good 1-2 by Dalton Brown. He really wants to get the 15 goals here and he's very well made. So Brix now, a lot of the possession since going down from a wonder goal by George Vera. Over the top. Headed out by Colin Ball. And they are not going to let it go. It skims off the foot of that looks like Dyer. No, Dyer behind it. Dyer brought on to strengthen the defense when they need offense. Deceptive strategy. Through the middle. A nice through pass. Can he keep it in? No. So, no. Yes, there's a throw to SAS. A kick, sorry, and Jeffrey laid behind it. He's telling them go long, he wants to secure this lead. Nice ball in. Nice football down the line. And it is going to go for a throw in it looks like. Not sure what the referee is doing. She's having a intense conversation. Can't tell who it is. The crowd is blocking us. Somewhere between. Oh, nice throw to Ramdu. Ramdu still behind it. Brown clears it out. And Scarrett goes wide. Split behind it. We're trying to play one touch, Barry. And over the top. Now that they pull a muscle. These players only have so many long passes in those legs. They try to keep it short. Nice ball across. Busby's behind it. Busby has a lot of room. Big touch forward. Busby's going straight through. Ward does well to manage that situation, but he gives it right back to Busby, who is able to find his man and put the ball across. So, anything could happen here. Headed by Scarrett. Ball behind him. Scarrett goes back. It's looking for something special. With the bill from what they're looking for Barry. Ooh, sneaky, not sneaky enough. Referee says play on. nice shot it is, deflected for a corner. Busby is in the mood. So it's going to be a corner. Not a lot of time left in this half, but for these players, based on what they have left in the oxygen tank, it may as well be an hour and a half in their tank. So many spectators at that corner of the field that it's hard to tell what's happening, but they look for the outcome. A nice cross over the top. Jeffrey Dalton Brown is behind it, but it goes a little too high. Great corner by, that looks like Smith. And SAS retain possession. It is intercepted by Busby to Dalton Brown. It goes right, comes back to Busby. Busby comes across. A nice move from Smith. Can he get a nice ball in? Karayadan regains it. Ramdu behind it. Ramdu possesses well. Ramdu holding it up. Ooh, and that is a nice interception by Barry. Barry turning it on. Barry let flies, and the keeper doing a great job. The keeper's been in the right place at the right time. Arresting every single shot, securing the goal. The qualities of a true SAS player. But Brix will not give up. The rhythm section ramping up the pace to spray them on. Barry change positions to come through the middle, push Scarrett outside. And Smith has also changed sides so he can cut it and shoot. He cuts it and he shoots. And they will return with a throw-in out to Ramdu, who is good with his back to the goal. Ramdu taking pressure out to Smith, who is looking for a shot, but he plays backward and he earns the foul. This is a zone that one of several of these players can shoot and score from if it were 30 years ago. In absence of that, we'll have to see what we can get here today. So, Guy Griffith Jr. being very strategic. He knows what is on the line here. He is strategically securing his half of the field. Dalton Brown, this is his range. Busby giving him final instructions. He has Smith outside. He goes to Smith. Smith takes a nice shot and it goes just wide. Great play. Great football. Smith upset with himself. But he can't appreciate as we can from the stands what a great shot that was. So the keeper throwing it out. And that looks like Vera is back out on the field after a short break. And this could be a goal here. Is he going to touch the inside for Vera? No. He goes by himself. George Vera locked into the oxygen tank for 5 minutes after that last goal. Comes back out with a burst of speed and threatens the goal immediately. Brix on the run from Busby. Busby with a nice long pass to Dalton Brown. Dalton Brown opened the left hand side door when he should have opened right. And it's really up for it. Jeffrey Watley urging his team to take their time. He's going to throw it in. Tries to find Ramdu, but he finds Dalton Brown. Dalton Brown weaving his way through the middle looking for a shot. Right back over the top, Dalton Brown, but the keeper has been safe. CEO of SAS, security tactician, the protector of the goal and the jewels of this SAS team as they take home the accolades if this stays, if this score holds. Vera back on, full of energy, taking the energy to screen off a man. Ball is up in the air. Ramdu's behind it. Ramdu tries to cap his man, but caps himself. And that looks like Busby winning it back. And they regain possession. This conversation going on between Dyer and Busby. Planning strategy mid-play. Busby advances. And the referee's going to call a foul. Vera coming back on with loads of energy that he seems to have just lost after that tackle. So Vera scoring the goal, taking a break to fuel up with some oxygen, back on and adding a lot of sting to this SAS attack. It's going to be a free kick, and Richard Smith, former medium pace bowler, is going to try a run up, and they're going to go straight into the goal mouth. It's do or die time. Let's see what he offers. A nice chip inside back post, and it is headed out by that looks like Darren White. Headed over the bar, and it is going to be a corner. It is a full-on press by the Brix as they try to claw back a goal here. 6 attacking men. They have been dangerous on the corner, just not dangerous enough. Only Diane Ram doing the back. Nice cross over the top, Brown is behind it. Looks like the referee blown. That's it. That is the end of the game, and SAS finish as champions of both the playoffs as well as the league play. Very close battle between these two teams. SAS, led by Guy Griffith Jr., doing his part on and off the field to claim the double in this year's 54 to 60 category of Queen's Park Cricket Club Members Tournament 8-a-side. Great game, both teams coming together either to prop each other up because they no longer have energy, or to give thanks for such an occasion. Great football, great energy, great spirit. SAS champions 1-0 after a great George Vera goal in the start of the second half. So we leave you there. Stay tuned for the next game coming up shortly between Dominoes and it looks like Hearts in the finals of the playoffs for the much contested 35 to 45 division category.